studio. This is the Almost Famous Radio podcast with your host, Jeffy McJefferson. Let's go.
And welcome to the Almost Famous Radio podcast. Jeffy McJefferson here in the humble backyard studio. Hey, guess who we got today? I said guess. Nobody can guess. Mike, first time in the studio.
Virgin.
How's it going? Yeah. Go, Recca. Oh, old dude.
In the house.
In the house. And he's got his son here. Mike's wife standby too. Son Cole. So I don't want to leave that. Okay, first, what we always do, first thing we do, go around the table. What you drinking, man?
Oh, dude, really going to give me that?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm going to get dick from Todd and shit. This is a White Claw Surge. However, it's tall and it's stronger than most. So, blood orange.
It's better than Montucky.
Way better than Montucky, which I'm afraid I will be drinking tomorrow.
Maybe not.
I'm going to be honest. But
We'll get into that here in a minute. Okay, Ricker.
I'm drinking Bowie.
Bowie IPA. El dude.
The old Mac and Jack's Redmond, Washington.
Standby favorite.
African Amber.
And I got some Celebration Sierra Nevada. All right, man. Well, so we're all sports guys,
Amen.
right? And especially college, because I want to start out with college at least. If that's cool.
You guys see that Ducks game?
Yeah, we've heard that a lot. That was just,
Did my mic just go off?
no, not yet. I do have my hand on the button.
Okay.
Yeah. Anybody see that Ducks game? That's an inside joke in the car, right? So because he says that all the time. But yeah, so now we're down to the finals. First off, what do you think about the playoff system this year?
Need to get rid of the conference championship games.
Think so?
Yes.
Okay.
It's ridiculous. And you know they're going to bump up to 16 teams at least, if not more, because it's about money. But I like watching it too. But there's a point too where it's like change the date on when the portal opens, because you got the portal open and yet kids are still playing in the championships and the playoffs. Is like that's ridiculous. You got head coaches who used to be kings on campus. Now they're kissing ass to a bunch of young kids. It's like, I don't make enough money. I'm not playing time. Now all of a sudden, I'm going to jump out of the portal, and yet you're a team that's still in the playoffs. I don't get it.
I get that. See, what do you think, El Dude?
It's the Wild Wild West. There's no boundaries. There's no.
Oh shit, we wild west this thing to death.
I mean, what else can you explain it? I mean, what else can you compare it to? It's just there's no boundaries, no rules. They need, like Mike said, to not have the portal open. They need to somehow make these kids play.
But they're getting paid. You're getting paid to play. Yeah, but there is no leadership. I mean, you got all the conference, commissioners get together, but there's no one person saying, "Here's what you're going to do."
No governing
Who makes
body.
the rules?
No
I totally
governing
agree
body.
with the no conference championships, but unfortunately, it's a money making bonanza.
But it puts teams at risk. Say you were in first place in your conference, and you play in that against number 2, and maybe you lose number 2. That
Yeah,
hurts
Miami
you
didn't
going to
play.
the playoffs.
Miami didn't even play in the conference yet.
No.
So should they
Here
have
they
been
are
there?
in the
Should they
national
have been
champ-
there?
Yeah. Well,
I don't know.
what about Notre Dame? It gets their own way. They
I
get to make up their
I
own
think they
rules.
kind of got fucked a little.
Yeah.
Well, Notre Dame's probably better than James Madison. I'll give you that.
And Tulane.
Did the Ducks beat James Madison? Oh, yes. They did.
I can't. Yeah.
Well, if
What
I
was the
was
score of that game, by the way?
We won. We only have to
Yeah.
worry about
Okay. I
one.
was,
Doesn't matter.
I was just asking.
Shut up.
if I was king for a day, or if I was president for a day, I'd do away with the conference championship games. I'd have whatever 12 team, 16 team, 24 team playoff, but it starts the next week. And screw the bowl games. They're so outdated, so stupid, and they have
Oh, a lot of the players don't even they opt out. They don't
they
even play.
opt out. But the end of the season should be after the 11th game. Then the next week is the first round of playoffs, and to make these, as the playoff is now, you have those 4 teams that sit out. For an 18, 19, 20, 21-year-old kid to not play football in a game for 25 days, it's
Longer.
or longer.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous.
Keeping a 19-year-old kid focused on things when we were all 19 once.
What do you think, Rick?
There were other things that are on my mind too. So
Get in here,
so-
Ricker.
Yeah.
I'm just listening. Notre Dame being out of the whole thing and basically saying, screw this whole system, kind of tells you that there's a problem.
And not that we're like huge Notre Dame guys.
No, it's not. It's not about that. But them, basically opting out of anything, just saying we're done.
I think that was a fuck you to Notre Dame by the rest of the conferences saying you don't want to keep all the money and not share. I mean, it was like, hey,
Yeah, I agree with that. But
Yeah.
when they said hell with that. Now bowl games.
what do you want to bet?
I don't want to get rid of bowl games, like the lower tier bowl games and shit like that. Because
they're fun to watch.
They're actually some of the funnest things to watch.
But in the conference, I mean, why can't the top seed have a home game? Because now you're talking about legitimate. There's a lot of travel expense. If you're going to go to 16 or 24 teams like they're talking about, it's not like the NCAA where you go and you're there for 4 days and you're in one spot.
You're talking about the
They're
basketball
doing like 1 week,
tournament, right?
yeah.
Okay.
You're like 1 week, then the next week, you're counting on your fans to travel a long ways and get a little bit spendy. But also, the top seed should have their home game. The lower seed probably is going to have one game and they're done. So their fans want to come travel. But why do you have to move all around so everybody has to travel? Why shouldn't there be a benefit to the teams that are higher seeds? Home game.
And should they reseed? As long as it's kind of like they do it in the NFL.
Yeah.
Yeah, but again, you're bringing in subjectivity when you reseed. You can't reseed objectively.
Do we use big words?
Why?
on this?
Yeah. So you better get out your
Yeah.
You know what it is.
Hang on, I got my
Dictionary.
laptop. I got my laptop here. Let me go ahead and look that shit up real quick.
What
They'll do so,
criteria?
yeah.
Now you're bringing in 17 criteria that you're going to reseed.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's going to. Now we'll have a debate on the 16 things you got to do to reseed.
And then you're never going to make everybody
strength
happy.
of schedule.
Yeah.
and
No. I'm just talking about after the first round of the playoff.
how are you going to reseed? Just by the
everybody's
the top
seeded
seed that
already.
won? So if you beat a top seed, then when you reseed, you'll be number 8.
I said once you started, you keep the seed where it is.
I agree with that. That's just my opinion.
That's just
it's just how I am. I mean,
the seeds start. I mean, if you look at James Madison, give them number
Should they
12 to
reseed,
start the
Cole?
season.
I'm asking. No,
Okay,
you
there
don't
was a
think so?
problem.
Okay.
well, I just think that the criteria now is the top 10 are set, and then they pick James Madison, and they
Tulane.
they pick Tulane, who can't compete. They can't. But if you go to 16 or you go to 24, the seed is a seed. You're done.
I'm a fan of the 24, and if you go 24, there's no need to reseed.
But if you go 24, I mean,
Yeah.
if you what the math, you break that down. How many weeks is that to get through the playoff system?
It's 4 because the 8 teams get a bye.
So you're going to give the bye week again. I thought we got rid of the bye
You're
week.
still going to get you're still going to give a bye, but it's only 2 weeks. It's just you're going
But
to
get rid of the conference championship.
get rid of the conference championships.
Yeah.
I mean,
Got to get rid of the conference
and,
championship.
and so you get 2 weeks, only 2 weeks, 14 days for 20-something-year-old kids. Is
That's
better
doable.
than almost a month.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just.
But you also have to look at the big monster in the room. College football, as much as we love it, cannot compete against the NFL. So why do you think we're playing on Thursdays and Fridays? Why do you think we're playing on Mondays? They will not compete against the NFL playoffs because a shitty NFL game is going to get a higher rating than a college game, no matter what. In the national picture,
Well,
always.
I get that, but I mean, still, instead of college football being pussies, go ahead and put it out there.
they can try, but they lose. I mean, that's
let's play on
I
Friday.
don't know if they're gonna
Let's play
lose
on
that
Friday
much.
then. Let's
yeah.
play on
Why
Friday
do you
and
think they're
take
playing
over
on Thursdays
Friday.
and Fridays? I mean, why do you
Yeah.
think they're playing on Monday?
You don't have to play on Saturdays. I mean, college football plays on
Well,
Wednesday.
NFL doesn't-
Look at the
Thursday.
NBA. They got on their knees and said, okay, just
NFL doesn't have to
swallow
play
me
on
because
on
Christmas
Saturday.
Day used to be at the NBA. Nope, not anymore.
They play
The
on
NFL wants
NFL plays on Sundays all the time. They don't play on fucking Saturdays. That's college football. So fuck you, NFL.
But the playoffs,
Let's just it doesn't matter.
You're right. This is the
I'm
big.
just saying it doesn't matter. I mean, hey,
NFL being the big bad beast, they're just going to do what they're going to do. What college football has to just do their thing. Do their thing, do it well,
and they've really did it well over the last couple of years with all this shit.
well, 12's better than 4.
Amen.
Right.
I mean, I'm sorry.
The day where it's the AP
Well, I
coaches
guess.
number 1 and 2
And
got
we're
picked.
all old enough in here. We all got gray hair in here. We all remember when 1 and 2 They tried to get 1 and 2 to play in a bowl game way back when.
Talking
I mean,
BCS.
so you only had one game that mattered back before.
That was back in the day when they
back
tried
before
to
the
beat
four.
somebody by 70 points could show that, hey, we're number one.
Right,
They
you
were
schedule
beatdowns,
you
yeah.
schedule so many nowhere states.
Well, that's what they're going to do now. How many schools have you seen that are going to A&M for instance, and they're going to like, or Texas even, and they're going to like go patsies all the way down because they don't want
But
to.
if you're going to go to 24, you're going to get, I think, better scheduling because teams realize, okay, one game does not make or break our year.
And you're still going to have conferences. You're still going to have the SEC still going to play the SEC. The Big 10 is going to play the Big 10. Big 12 is going to play the Big 12, and the ACC is going to play the ACC. So your schedule is going to have a couple cupcakes, maybe, but you're still going to have to do well in your league.
Yeah, but you can't play everybody in your league.
Not with how big the conferences are.
Right.
Super
No,
So
conference
it'll
now.
be
Hell
it'll be
no.
relative. There'll be strength of schedules, ups and downs.
I mean,
here
the
and
Pac-2 played everybody.
Did.
There was that.
there. Great point. Great point.
But they did.
Yeah.
So, and they had the conference championship.
Jesus.
And still couldn't get
I don't know.
it.
One of those two may have been better than James Madison, but doesn't matter. Did the Ducks win that game? Yeah, that's right. They did.
They went into the Pac-2 championship.
No, they would have won that though if they were in it.
I know there's NAIA.
They had a shot at it.
Here we go.
I guarantee you there's NAIA teams that could have beat Tulane and James Madison. I'm just telling you.
I
South Dakota State.
kind of agree with that.
Yeah,
There you go.
I think
Division
so.
3,
Yeah.
FCS. I mean, yeah.
Those playoffs, those FCS playoffs, man, they're fun to watch.
Oh, they are a blast.
Because those kids are
man.
committed, man.
Oh yeah.
It's
Oh, and they know they're
Yeah.
not. They're not
They're not going to the
transferring.
NFL.
Yeah.
they're not
So
in the portal.
they're
Oh,
just,
they'll transfer.
well, they'll
No.
transfer, but I mean, most of them aren't. They're not going to have pro careers. They're not going to do anything big. They're just playing
might.
because they love it. Yeah, they might, but I'm saying, generally speaking, they're not going to be big stars. So when you watch them play, man, they play their hearts out. It's
Yeah.
fucking
Hey,
fun.
the free pizza for their NIL is it's a
Yeah.
big motivator.
There you go.
Because they are
There
still
you
eating
go.
top ramen in their league.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it, man.
That's
They
what's
might get a
good.
steak dinner out of the whole thing.
Dude, this is hard for me to admit, but Indiana
about those
is
Ducks?
legit. Oh, yeah.
That's what
Indiana
what they're trying
is
to say.
legit.
Yeah.
And, Mendoza came from Cal. Where's he been? What have you heard from him?
He was
Cal.
a 0-star recruit.
That kid's throwing dimes. And
That's
and
it.
Fucking, fortunately, he's throwing dimes against my team twice. But, my whole thing is like,
Well, if I was
I can't
Indiana,
stand
I'd just
Indiana's
schedule
coach.
Oregon every fucking month. And then you're going to go into the playoffs and win a national championship.
Jesus, I'm getting gangbanged here. But if you just sit here and go,
Not yet.
Hey, was that Montucky good?
Montucky.
I'm just checking.
You'll find out
because
tomorrow.
I'm going to find
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
But for Indiana, a team that has, as far as a pedigree school, it's basketball. It's not football.
Right.
Of course.
So when's the last time in college football you saw a school that had no football pedigree, that had minimal, 4 and 5 star recruits, had a coach that is a fucking douchebag? Just Google him, he'll tell you. But I mean, they've come out of nowhere, and they're real. And it's crazy. I can go back in college and go, when have you had a school that really does not have a history
Miami.
dominate like this? Well,
Miami.
but you're going way, way, way back.
Well, you ask in
Yeah.
college football history.
But
That's,
I mean,
that's history.
lately, but because everybody's coming up so much.
Howard
who's got the money?
Schnellenberger changed the whole culture.
Yeah, but that was before money became involved so much. I mean, nowadays it's the schools with the money win.
So,
now,
how far back do we have to go in history? 2 years?
no, but I mean,
Okay.
Snellenberger's
Just asking.
That's
Well, the reason they're here, the reason Indiana is here is because of NIL. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, they're one of the top 10 colleges spending. Mark Cuban, love him or hate him. In the last 2 years, he spent $50 million. He's committed 18 to next year. And that's why a basketball school is the best team in the country right now.
This coming from Uncle Phil's guy.
Hey,
Uncle Phil's guys.
start selling more
I-
shoes. We got to step up.
I was Uncle Phil's pool boy. Okay. Now, there's nothing wrong with Uncle
Is that
Phil's.
the same as Cabana Boy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's exactly the same.
One's wet, one's dry.
Yeah.
Okay.
But no,
I'm not going to go any further on that part. Yeah.
Because that's the second part of the podcast.
no.
Yeah, that's a separate podcast, period. Yeah.
But still,
Old dude is
That was the
Uncle
car rides
Phil's
conversation.
fool guy. Cabana boy.
but still, I mean, statistics don't lie. Indiana leads in so many categories in the NCAA football.
But even so,
They're-
how does Mendoza do so well this year when at Cal he didn't? And he's got 7 top recruits.
I would like to say it's coaching maturity, late bloomer. I don't know, but I'm saying that he's got one of the best offensive lines. He's got one of the best defensive lines. He's got all kinds of weapons. They run the ball. They're in the top 10 in running. They're in the top 10 in third down. They're number 1 in third down.
And how many
conversion.
5-star recruits do they have?
7.
now? In the
No.
last 2
They
years?
have 7. Oh, I thought you said 7.
Yeah, 7.
Bullshit.
Indiana?
Yes.
Who?
They have 7.
They're here because
That's what the stat said in the game the other night.
Really?
they're here because
That's it.
they
Okay.
were
Oregon have
they have
40.
they have the NIL that purchased part of their team, transfer portal and all the things. They compete at the highest level when it comes to NIL. It's not snowflakes that in the last 2 years Indiana's great. It's because of the change in college football.
I know. And Signetti is a freaking genius, because they don't have a.
I didn't realize
They don't
his
make
first year,
mistakes.
he was on Saban's
Yes.
first season at Alabama.
Yeah.
When he went there. It's like, so he learned from the guy
From Red Ass.
and how to just be so happy. We
From-
won by 60, but by God, our defense
Yeah.
made a lot of mistakes.
So that's why now you can understand why he always looks like that, because he learned under Red Ass.
yeah, yep.
Yeah.
Because that fucker has a red ass.
He has let his hair down a little bit, though, on the college game day. Once in a while, that fucker
Well,
smiles.
hey, man, he said he's going to go home and drink some beers after he
Yeah.
won the duck game.
Well,
you didn't,
Well,
you didn't see,
Signetti-
you didn't see the end of
Signetti
it. Yeah,
did,
Yes,
but-
Nettie did, yeah.
yeah, you didn't see the end of it, but he did.
But I mean, you got to respect the guy in the fact that his team shows up every week. They don't make mistakes. So whatever he's doing it right.
I don't like the word culture, but he has changed the culture
He's changed the
of
culture.
college football, period.
And
Yes.
sometimes not getting the prima donnas
It's a
is
good,
not a bad thing.
no, it's, we're going to see what happens.
We talk about coaching trees all the time, when we're around drinking beer and having fun. Signetti's going to have an extensive coaching tree in the next 10 years. His OCs and his DCs are going to become head coaches all over the NCAA landscape.
That's the way it works.
I mean, he's got a Shanahan as
He does have a Shanahan.
his
Really?
offense coordinator.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and his OC is a Shanahan.
Yeah, that's a good thing to have.
I mean, the pedigree,
Are we
the
going to
pedigree
the Niners
is
now?
there. The pedigree's
This
there.
isn't that-
We always talk about Saban's coaching tree, and some have done well, some haven't. But I mean, it's just he's got good people around him, and they just don't make mistakes. And this Monday, if they don't make any mistakes, they're going to win by 20.
I think they said they hadn't
Yeah.
lost a fumble since week 3.
That's insane.
That's incredible.
I mean, they put the ball on the ground on the Oregon game, but they got it back.
Right.
But damn, man, that's a long time without losing a fumble.
But they still play old college football. They just they run the ball twice as much as they throw.
When they throw it damn well.
And
Right.
They convert on third
I
down.
feel bad for that kid. He's going to go to the Raiders after this.
The 2 games.
He's living his glory days right
this
now.
is it. This is the highlight.
Yeah.
It's all
know-
downhill from here.
And Oregon
better-
only lost 1 game this year.
You better pull a bitch right now, because if you don't, man, you're going to get a chick, man, when you go to freaking, the Raiders.
God damn.
So you better pull your chick now.
Well, he's going
Well,
to
you
run.
got a
Have a
Heisman,
national
so he
college
could do that.
championship ring, and that'll be the last thing.
Here it is. He's got a pocket right now, a passing pocket right now at Indiana. He's not going to have one with the Raiders.
Well,
He's going to run for his freaking life
Mhm.
next year.
Yep.
Next year.
Kid's going to have one gear in this reverse.
we talked about this a little bit earlier with Dante Moore, the quarterback for Oregon, since we've got a flock of ducks in the fucking studio
We're
right
talking
now.
about ducks? Nice.
So,
How about that?
You said
But-
game.
Oregon game.
but
Did
like,
you see it? It was awesome.
Go.
do you think he should have came out?
Duh.
Nope.
Go. Duh.
we got the perfect situation. We got Dante staying another year. He's got a chance to go be a Heisman contender. He's got a chance to win a national championship. He's got a chance to
the Heisman
really
contender. I agree with Cole. Yeah.
Well, you know what? They talked about him the number one pick possibly this year in the draft. How can you be the number one pick and not be a Heisman contender? I heard one. I've heard two. It doesn't matter.
Have you seen
His
the class? Have you seen the class that's going to come out next year?
No.
Huge.
It's him.
It's him.
But I mean, it's
You got Starch.
Yeah, Starch is coming.
And you got
Manning.
you got
Manning
a lot.
Yeah.
You got a lot of quarterbacks.
Starch.
Quarterback
Okay,
drafts are cyclical, though. It's every other year.
Yeah.
I mean,
It
give
is.
or take.
When's the
This year-
last time there was a good quarterback draft?
This year's terrible. This year,
Last
Mendoza
year was terrible.
and Ty Simpson. Come on.
Yeah.
Next year, there's going to be 5-6 in the first round.
Yeah,
This year, maybe 2.
maybe 5.
But if we can get the offensive line to protect him, he's going to have a good year. And the kids, I think he's good. But we do have a situation when the Nebraska quarterback came over to us. He's going to be a backup. He's going to redshirt, and he's got 2 years after that. But if something happens, an injury, we're in a great situation.
Yeah, good luck on that guy.
Dan Lanning's got to go recruit an offensive line, protect it, and go do his thing. I mean, but like I say, the portal destroys everybody. I mean, because you never know. I mean, it used to be you got a kid and, I got you for 4 years. Now it's like, I got you until you're unhappy because your playing time, your NIL money, and out of here.
That's it.
And so it's good and bad as far as, God, where do you think we get some of our players? We recruit from the portal. But I mean, you can't.
Oh, yeah.
The NFL has a contract, at least you're with me for X amount of time. College football has no contract. It's
And then, do you think they need to?
music machines. Like when the music stops, move a team.
I mean, they've already fucked this whole thing up at college. So should there be a salary cap? Should there be anything like that or whatever? You got, Cole, do you think so? Just asking.
I mean, if Phil Knight is spending how much money on Oregon's, NIL deals, imagine what Indiana's going to do after this year. You never know how much they're going to spend, especially with Michigan spending $10 million on one quarterback. Imagine how much they're spending on, their other positions, especially skill.
Okay.
Same problem the NFL's got. I mean, you've got 5 positions. You got the quarterback, you got the left tackle, you got the defensive rushers, and you got your wide receivers. You spend all that money on 5 positions. What's left? And yet baseball, the Dodgers are going out. They spent $1.5 billion in the last 3 years to sign anybody they can. Baseball's going to hit their new agreement December 1st.
Here's my take.
That has changed.
Here's my take. They're going to have to. They're going to have to somehow come up with a system, with a system that everybody can and will agree to. Now,
got to level.
I don't know how that's going to happen. They're all in their little silos. Each conference, each team has their own little silos, but they have to come up with a system. Otherwise, in the next 2 to 3 years, you're going to have the Dodgers of college football. You're going to have some, the big boys are spending about $30 million a year right now, give or take. Every year they're spending about $30 million. That's kind of 23 to 30 million. There's going to be somebody come along. I don't know. SMU is going to spend $75 million.
Can't wait for those guys.
They're going to do the Dodger thing. They're going to just blow people away, spend three times as much money. Will it be successful? That's yet to see. But there's going to be a Dodgers if they don't figure this.
Can we hope that Lane Kiffin falls on his face at LSU? Can we agree to that?
We can hope.
Yeah,
we can hope.
agree to that.
Yeah. But
again, they have oil money too.
Yeah.
They got oil money. They've got Louisiana recruiting.
But they also got the Notre Dame
right
coach, and that
next
didn't
to
help.
Florida.
Yeah.
They got shrimp, Creole, shrimp, sandwich, shrimp, this shrimp, that shrimp, the other.
Bubba Gump.
Yeah.
They're going to be in the top 25 for the next 5 years. I'm just saying, however you hate Lane Kiffin, he can coach.
He
can
do
coordinate
a lot of things.
He can't get groceries, though. We got to keep him from getting groceries because that was a fucking embarrassment.
That was.
Yeah. Other than that, he's a douchebag, but okay.
Yeah, but he loves himself enough that doesn't matter.
He does. Just ask him.
I seen a funny ass meme that said, Lane Kiffin stepped down as coach of LSU to go ahead and be president of Venezuela.
I saw the meme that
would be
P. Diddy.
That would be
P.
such,
Diddy sitting above
such Lane Kiffin to do that.
the Venezuela president.
Maduro.
P. Diddy sitting above him. He was rubbing his shoulders in a prison cell saying, yeah, they took my oil too.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good
awesome.
one.
We don't politic takes much, so that's about as extent as we
that's
go.
as close as
That's
it
about as
gets.
extent as we go right there. So Lane Kiffin and P. Diddy.
I mean, we can all agree that
If you put those two in the same conversation, that's scary.
I wish the top 100 recruits that LSU's going for. I wish they would go, oh, Lane Kiffin's the coach. Well, he won't be there in 2 years, so I'm not going. I mean, I wish the high school kids would boycott LSU. I wish that would happen.
Not going to happen.
Well, they won't because of
The money.
the millions that they're going to give at LSU. But you wish that the high school football players would just give the finger to Lane Kiffin. I'm sorry, I hate to say that, but it's the truth. He has no loyalty to nobody.
He screwed those kids at Ole Miss.
He did.
Oh, absolutely. And they played like it. I mean, they played their hearts out.
They played their ass off.
That Miami game was freaking phenomenal.
Yeah.
But part of that screwing is because of the calendar in the college football landscape.
That portal cannot open until football season is done.
Right. LSU had to poach him, and he had to say yes because of the clock, the year, the portal opening, all of the things that they need to fix that. But there's no governing body. There's nobody to fix it. I mean, we're all just talking pie in the sky. It's just, I mean, we might as well believe in fairies and shit.
Well, who's going to fix it?
That's the problem.
Yeah,
there is no way to
head.
fix it.
The red ass be in charge?
That might be that would be the most
That's
realistic.
that's
option.
not a bad idea.
And he's talked about how he would do it. I mean, he's
Put the
clear
red
about
ass
that.
in charge.
I would do it. That's somebody that everybody respects. You could make, because right now you mentioned the Dodgers. Eventually, there's going to be like 4 schools have a chance. You can change the conference playoffs to 24 teams for the championships, but really, you're only going to have, it's all just window dressing. There's going to be 4 or 5 teams only have a chance. Everything else is just money, and that's all it's all driven by now. But you look at all the other college sports, basketball, baseball, all the female sports. Football drives it all.
Well, of
So
course.
absolutely.
It's
It's-
nothing else matters.
It's the big cat.
That
you
whole
know.
student athlete thing does not apply to college football.
Basketball makes money for 1 month.
March
College football makes money for
every
5
time they
months.
play.
5 months.
I fucking love
Solid.
that college basketball tournament, man.
I used to
I
love-
love it.
Oh, I love
It's-
March Madness. I used to love college basketball.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
once again, you started saying, "Oh, kids can
Yeah.
change." The one and done. We're going to the pros.
Yeah, but it's like I don't really mind the one and done going to the pros.
But you didn't like watching Patrick Ewing play Ralph Sampson, Georgetown against Virginia back in the day when it was like, dude, these were awesome games. Hakeem Olajuwon and Clyde Drexler with Houston going against. I mean, dude, you knew you had that team built, a super team. You had some amazing college basketball teams.
Yeah, but North Carolina State beat those guys.
Well,
in
you know,
Houston.
there it is. And then there was that guy, Michael Jordan, who played with Dean Smith for
They won one
3 years.
championship.
Well,
What was the old joke? The only person that could hold Michael Jordan under 20 points is Dean Smith.
Yeah. No.
But yeah,
Yeah, I mean, there's only one
Still
college
does.
basketball team that's like the old guys, and that's Gonzaga. Still has guys played for 4 years, and that's why they're there every tournament. They're in the
that's why Mark
The
Few's
Sweet 16.
Mark Few's a badass.
well,
Easy.
but he's
Yeah, right
coaching.
spot.
He's coaching 21 and 22 and 23-year-old players up against 17 and 18.
And he's not coaching those 5 stars to say, I just want to come here to a portal to get to the pros.
Yeah, and Bo Nix was 30 when he came out in the draft.
Right. Yeah. Him and Nick
Okay.
Saban have the same college experience years wise.
That's what the old joke is. Hey, you went to college for as many years as Bo Nix does, he'd be called doctor.
Right.
Yeah. But COVID changed a lot of eligibility things. And look, Indiana's going through that right now. They're about to lose a bunch of players. We'll see. I'm anxious to see how does that coach do now when he's going to lose all these experienced players.
Well, the portal they have done well in the portal apparently.
I tried to avoid looking anything Indiana. Monday, I'm going to turn the sound down and just turn music up. And
Who are you going
drink
for? Are you so you're going for Miami?
oh, dude, so I got Mario Cristobal.
because you
Right,
love
because you
love
hate
Cristobal,
Mario.
yeah.
You hate Mario.
I can't
'Cause you
have
love
that
Cristobal
guy who
so
left
much.
us
Yeah,
go win a national championship. But if the Ducks are going to lose to a team, let them lose to the national championship team. So I'm not rooting for Indiana, but that's who I would prefer to win. Because if
Cole,
Cristobal
who you
wins
going
it,
for?
Indiana's obviously, I think they're going to beat Miami to a pulp. But
wow,
to think that Indiana isn't going to have a recruiting class next year just because Mario Cristobal is a great recruiter for Miami, just when they win the national championship, that doesn't mean that, every college kid isn't going to want to be there, especially for that coach if he doesn't go anywhere. I mean, I think they're the number one team in the nation, number one team to win the national championship by any means. That doesn't mean that they're gonna not have a recruiting class next year.
Yeah, I didn't see what they did. They do
Indiana's
good.
going to be around for a long time.
They're going to be around for a long time, especially if
that'll be the key.
Not
What kind of coach is he?
well,
Does he become the next Saban?
partly because of the coach, but partly because of Mark Cuban. Come
Yeah.
on,
And their basketball team's not that good anymore.
they all got to have the sugar.
Right,
daddy.
so might as well put the money in.
Trade one or the other.
Don't give me the sugar daddy shit when you got Phil, Uncle Phil.
yeah.
we are
no
fortunate.
kidding.
We're blessed. Okay,
yeah.
Oregon
Can't-
Ducks
you
are
can't-
blessed.
Oh, he's
No, it's like Oregon
they
State and
got,
Oregon.
They got
Hey,
Mark Cuban
Nike shoes sell more things than refried beans. Yeah.
coming out of the mouth of a duck guy. He's like,
Research.
oh well, they got Mark Cuban. Shit, this is bullshit. Well, no, I mean you got Uncle Phil.
They're both billionaires.
Yes, they are.
Come on, SMU's got one. Texas has got 2 or 3 billionaires. They're all. I mean, call them what you want. Sugar daddy, not sugar daddy.
But here's the problem. What happens when these billionaires start deciding that we want to have a say in what you do? And all of a sudden, it's not even the school anymore. It's like the person putting the money into it saying, I don't like this coach. I don't like this what you're doing here. College football is developing a giant shit show down the line until somebody steps up and goes, we have guidelines. And
They've
they don't
already
have it.
they've already developed the
It's
shit
already
show.
it's already
What
in
do you-
that
what do you-
direction.
What, Mike? I have the perfect analogy. When is the billionaire Jerry Jones in college football going to come along?
Mhm.
Where they're going to interview the sugar daddy after the game instead
Oh.
of the coach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
There's a Jerry Jones out there that's
look out for
come.
Arkansas once he gets done because he's going to put everything into Arkansas. That's where he went to school.
True.
Yeah, it's just a matter when he gets bored. I don't know, but no,
Cowboys
I mean
never
Mike's,
win
Mike's
until Jerry
right.
Jones is
He's
dead.
fine there. Yeah,
That-
he's okay with.
Well, money has bought leverage, and money has bought status and image throughout time. So Mike is right. It's just going to come along when they're going to be interviewing the billionaire before they interview the coach, or after, or
When does the AD become irrelevant?
It's irrelevant now because they got general managers.
Yeah. Well, who's at Stanford, the Indianapolis quarterback?
Oh yeah, Andrew Luck.
Yeah, Andrew Luck. Yeah, and you're getting that. It's like, okay, they're learning. We need. It's changing. They're trying to evolve, but the problem, you can't evolve when really money is the only thing that drives it.
So you got Andrew Luck that's going to be like talking to put.
Yeah. Can you imagine what Stanford
You
used
want
to be
to
relevant?
you want to come over here and play for the Cardinals
I know.
or the Cardinal?
Cardinal,
What
yeah.
conference are they
No
in?
S.
But you guys are right. I mean, the AD is now the general manager. I mean, that's what he is. All he is out there just
No, they got general
asking for
managers
money.
other than
Oh,
the
yeah.
AD.
Right.
Luck is his own position. I think he was the first one to do it, and now other schools are starting to do it.
Well, all 4 of us in this room need to switch whatever professions we're in now and just become sports agents. I mean, think about it. It used to be only the pro athletes and the NCAA players that were going to the draft needed
An agent.
an agent. Now, the 12-year-old at Joe Smith Middle School needs an agent.
Which is a powerhouse.
Yeah.
Joe Smith Middle School is a huge powerhouse.
If you can sign them up when they're 12 and
Yeah.
they become a 5-star, you get 2 or 3 of those, and all of a sudden, you're Rich Paul.
I wish that, I wish I was younger because I would send my kid to Joe Smith.
Elementary.
I still have 4 years of eligibility. Just in
Well,
case
we all
there's
do.
somebody
Yeah.
out there look.
Well, not all of us.
I'm going to represent you.
There you go.
Eldu doesn't have eligibility left. He may have.
I used them
may have
all.
a year.
No, I used them all up. Trust me.
Sorry, dude.
And a couple that I
Well, not
wasn't.
necessarily.
and a
'cause
couple I wasn't
You could have
supposed
used
to.
COVID.
When I get my NIL deal, I'll kick you back some.
Yeah. No.
No, NIL deals fucked me over here in this podcast because
As good looking as you are, Mike, NIL be no fucking problem.
Your face made for radio.
Yeah. Nah, you can sell cars. I know you can. I just know.
I can start them. I can't sell them. That's about the only thing I know about cars.
sell cars. Nice.
That's what it used to be.
That's great.
What?
I mean, Eric Dickerson sold cars for, his NIL money.
Oops, did you say that out loud?
It was the car dealerships in
What did
Texas
Reggie Bush do?
that were
He got
paying.
his Heisman back, though.
Yeah. Easy. I mean, now they all take a pay cut to go
He
to the
drove a
NFL.
nice gold Trans Am from Texas A&M.
He did.
Yes, he did. And didn't go
LeBron
there.
drove a Hummer,
Yeah.
when he was in high school. So what does that tell you?
Yeah. Well, there you go.
30 years ago, he said he took a pay cut to go to the NFL. Now, all the college football players take a pay cut to go to the NFL.
Now all these GMs are going to hire porn stars, just for these
Recruit.
kids, man.
Recruit.
Like, hey, yeah.
My recruiter will be at your house on this time. Please
Right.
have your parents gone.
Right.
Hey, son, have you had a blowjob before in your life? Well, let me introduce you to Layla.
Courtesy of LSU.
Oh, and by the way, we'll go ahead and give you $1 million or $2 to play for us. Yeah.
At halftime, we'll have Layla waiting for you to
Yeah.
rejuvenate you.
Yeah.
It was just 5-6 years ago that they were saying, gosh dang, these NCAA football players don't have enough money to take their
Right.
girlfriend out to the movies and
For a pizza.
and a pizza.
When I was, coaching Pop Warner, when you go to the coaching clinics, I remember I would sit here and I was talking to one of the college coaches, and he says, here's how strict the rules are. We can sit there and say, we can take, like at the training table, we can say, okay, here's all the sandwich meat, here's the bread, here's the condiments. We can put them all out there for you. We can't make the sandwiches for you because then all of a sudden you're getting a free gift, and that's illegal. But we can sit the stuff out there and you go make your sandwich. That's how strict it was then. Now, you mean million? Okay.
Well, now making
what a difference.
a sandwich is
You can have your
a little different
nutrition.
story.
Now your
PB&Js are a thing of the past.
Yeah, now their
Right.
nutritionist makes the sandwich. Their chefs prepare their meals.
Ricker.
Their basement is a workout facility
Look at these workout facilities, some of these, and Oregon's building a new one.
because
Go
the
Phil.
old one
Go
was
Uncle Phil.
the old one was so shitty.
Yeah, because
Right.
now every facility is going to have a stripper pole.
NFL teams would go, shit, that's a nice facility.
Right.
I've been there. It is. I mean, the facilities at Oregon are amazing, and they're making them better.
You don't have to recruit, dude. I mean, it's okay. You got Uncle Phil.
Well,
But
there's-
Dan Lanning did say the grass is not greener on the other side. I like it right where I'm at. Here's to you, Dan.
I wonder if he said it for
Oh,
a
yeah.
reason.
The king of the meaningless touchdowns.
now come on.
Oh, don't go there.
The king of the meaningless touchdowns said that. Really? Yeah.
Oh,
recruiting purposes
now we're
only.
going back to that. See, now we're going back to that.
But we talked about this today. It's like, dude, what Dan Lanning was showing his players, like, I want you to be successful. Can we just go with that?
We
I want,
can.
I want you to have a college playoff memory. It may have been a pointless touchdown, but
It
ones we
was
scored against
a
Indiana
point-
at the end, they were pointless too. So it's,
Yeah, but it was multiple in a row.
Yeah.
So it makes a
So-
difference.
So when he goes in there and sits down with with a recruit and goes, "Hey, I can get you a meaningless touchdown at at the end of game." So
So everybody's
All right.
pissed at the team.
touche.
yeah,
I'll give you that one.
and your mom is beautiful.
Yeah, you gotta touch the soft spot in their heart.
I'm the wrong guy for this.
Oh, no, you're exactly the person we want to hear from.
Step on their neck.
Well, yeah.
Always. Always.
That's what they used to do because only 1 and 2 went. And you had to beat the team by 60 to prove that you were
did
better.
In the old days because you had to get
and Nick Saban never had a
up
problem
in the
with
vote
that.
in the AP coaches poll or whatever it was.
Right.
You had to win. You had to have a point differential was one of the criteria.
Did Michael Jordan ever not score because he was ahead? He was going to bury you.
That's pros.
Step on your neck.
Well, it's
And
there's that.
Oh, is college football pure now?
It's amateur. College football's amateur now.
Amateur still, yeah.
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 When he went to North Carolina, he's just did his own thing.
Okay. Oklahoma boy. Dan
There
Lanning.
we go.
Dan Lanning's available. You gonna bring him to the Sooners?
Well, you know what? Well, here's the thing on that.
It's called hypocrisy.
No, it's not.
Yeah, come on.
We interviewed Dan Lanning, and we were, he was in the top 2 for the coaching vacancy at Oklahoma, and they picked Venables. Do you think I'm happy about that? Not really. I like Venables.
There we go.
He was a great defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
At Clemson. But
wasn't with us when he was defensive coordinator.
Where's that?
I have shit coming up on my Facebook memories of saying get rid of Dan or get rid of freaking Venables. He's pissing me off because our defense sucked, man. We had great offenses, but our defenses always sucked. That's what sucked about Baker, man, because we could have won national championships all over the place if we had a defense. But defensive backs got burnt like toast. And next thing you know, Jed's a fucking millionaire.
It's tough to have a defensive coordinator as a head coach because it's your offensive coordinator is always going to get poached if he's any good. So
Dan Lanning's a defensive coach.
He is, but he's also a great recruiter. But I get that. But he's not D coordinator, offense coordinator. We got to replace both this year. We lost them both. So I mean, Dan Lanning's done a good job of just going.
That's what success.
Control.
That's what success brings.
The coaching tree just builds. And if you have a big tree, it means you got to replace it. Look at Detroit Lions. With them, I mean, he lost both. They weren't as good this year. Even though I love that guy as a coach. Yeah. Dude, I mean,
another Miami Dolphins fuck up because he was.
Yeah.
El Dude and I are Miami Dolphins fans. So another Miami Dolphin fuck up because he was like interim coach and he did good. And then they said, "Oh, we don't need you, Dan Campbell. Sorry."
Mm-hmm.
Good for me though.
Good for Ricker because he's a Detroit guy, and he's a Michigan fan.
Yeah, we don't bring that up, do we?
Yeah, we do. Let's
bring up Michigan.
No, let's not. I changed my
Let's do it
mind.
next year.
Let's
No.
wait.
Let's bring up Michigan since
I mean, your coach is he's very.
Whittingham was a great hire.
Your coach is committed, man.
Whittingham
He wanted to go after what he wanted.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it was a young woman, but that's beside the point.
No, but let's
she was
talk.
hot, though.
Yeah,
I'll give him credit for
But
that.
then his
Good
wife
taste.
is not bad looking either.
Recruits
So
as good
it's
as he
like,
could get his.
Hey,
Is
you got to hire
rape illegal in
You got to
Michigan?
hire somebody. Hey, hire somebody that look like that.
yeah.
Yeah, and then you can go to her apartment and then threaten to kill yourself with a butter knife.
Can we back this
Woo!
up about?
Do you think she got
I don't know,
NIL money
2
when she got
minutes?
hired? Maybe Michigan was not a good thought.
No, Michigan's a good.
Yes, or you got a great coach after this.
Yes, they do.
Yeah. You
Whittingham,
rebounded,
Yeah.
amazing.
Well, again, they didn't pick out of their own tree
No,
because
they
the
did
tree
not.
is a
Yeah.
poison freaking tree.
You
It's
don't
not-
want a Michigan man
Nope.
anymore.
Do not.
Nope.
Do not.
You guys did get it. I expect good things out of you guys next year.
I
We'll
do
still
too.
beat you.
Well, I
but
think
I
that
expect
it's.
you guys will do well.
I think it.
Just
Are we
beat Ohio
playing
State.
next year?
Just I would imagine we didn't play this year.
No, we didn't
They
play
play
this year.
next year.
My
Okay.
beloved
They did.
Oklahoma Sooners are going to go up to the big
Well-
house and play Michigan next year.
Sooners are playing you guys?
Yeah,
Yeah, because remember they
home and-
played this year and it was in Stillwater. Or,
Ooh.
No.
not Stillwater.
Stillwater.
Whoa, wait,
My
whoa,
bad.
whoa. No, you're bringing up
Norman.
stool water?
Sorry, my bad.
Holy shit.
Confused.
Mhm.
Confused Stillwater.
I-
Norman.
Yeah, it was an accident, man.
No,
It's
I
an
don't know if it
accident.
was.
It might
Norman
have
seems
been.
like a pretty
Could have
common
been.
name.
It does, doesn't it? But it might have
Stillwater's
been
harder
an
to
accident.
say.
It might have been an accident.
Well, they shouldn't say Bedlam. There's that.
There is that.
Which is no more.
Well, yeah.
My bad, Jeffy.
And OSU doesn't even
apologize.
want to freaking, they're like, oh, we should still play Bedlam. I'm sure you want us to play Bedlam now. Sorry. You blew it. The Big 12 blew it with Texas and Oklahoma. The Pac-10, 12 /
Pac-2.
they blew it with Texas and Oklahoma too, because they had a chance to get us both.
They did. Yep.
Once again, we were too busy worrying about getting our office space in downtown San Francisco and paying ungodly amounts for our
Stupidness.
Yeah, we hired what wasn't it? The guy played tennis in college. Who was the Pac-12 commissioner? I mean, do you hire a Pac-12 commissioner who played tennis in college?
Larry Scott.
What is the point of
Wasn't
this?
that Larry Scott?
Yeah, fuck, he was just an idiot. Am I on mic? Anyway, yeah,
You have not been off mic is the problem.
And he said the commissioner said, he goes, I don't want Texas and Oklahoma coming into the conference.
Yeah.
I'm like, why?
Right.
Why?
I'd much rather have Cal.
So we'll take Colorado
Yeah. Mhm.
and all this other shit. I'm like, okay, yeah, great call.
You guys are going down the rabbit hole of the poor decisions that were made to break up the Pac-12. There's about 50 of them.
Right.
It was so poorly ran.
Conference of Champions.
They said
really?
no to
It's Conference of Champions.
to
That's
one
what-
of the big
that's-
networks that were going to put us on every week, and they
We
said
wanted our
no.
own Pac-12 network.
They said no for $2 million. They wanted $2 million more, and then the broadcast network said "F you,"
Mhm.
and then the whole Pac-12 went down from there.
And what
I mean,
gets
it
me is
collapsed.
USC
Over
and
$2 million.
UCLA are the ones that went to the Big Ten because they want that market. Even though those two teams have not been successful, but they have the market.
Right.
Thank God Oregon and Washington went
over
as
the
well,
same
but
amount of money that the third string wide receiver for USC
nowadays.
gets this year.
Exactly.
I mean, give me a fucking break.
Yeah.
I love the Pac-12. I mean, I grew up on it. Pac-10, Pac-12. I grew up on it.
Pac-8. How old are you?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm old enough.
I was old enough for Big 8, with Oklahoma and
But-
Nebraska and everybody.
And
Yeah.
it burns me so bad because it was an awesome just conference, and it had just the West Coast was the West Coast, and we weren't the East Coast, and we weren't the damn, middle of the
Midwest.
country,
We played
Midwest.
7:30 games. Nice.
It was
I hate-
great. We ruled TV after 5 p.m. It was
Very
just,
true.
That's why nobody on the East Coast saw us, and none of the sports writers talked about us.
Because it was always like Pac-12 after dark, and then I watched Pac-12 after
It's
dark
like
all
porn.
the time.
After
Yeah.
hours. I'm like, okay, let's just here we are. It's our Pac-12 football.
living in Oklahoma and Kansas, we're
Like they have football on the West
for
Coast.
$2 million. It's
I watched
gone.
Pac-12 after dark. Man, was badass.
Mm.
It was badass. And see, okay, the Big 12 fucked everything over too. I'm not saying that
You
they
guys
were
the first
they
one.
were good because,
'Cause we guys were the first one that brought Texas and Oklahoma went to the SEC. That was the first big move that I can recall.
it was.
Yeah, that's when shit started to change.
Yeah,
Then it
because
just got-
the Big 12 was fucking idiots.
Yeah.
Well, first, it went back farther than that with the Pac-10 at the time. They did not want Oklahoma and
Yeah.
Texas in their league.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, well, I was looking forward to that. And I didn't even live here at the time. I was still back home. And I was like, dude, this would be kick ass, because the Big 12 could not, they stepped on as you say, stepped on their dick all the time, and then, okay, so Colorado left, Nebraska left, and all this sort of stuff. And then we were down to like 10 teams. And I'm like, get somebody in here then. Somebody. And they couldn't do it. And then OU and Texas said, fuck you. We were already ready to leave before. And then we went to the SEC.
But it was all driven by money in that there was only at the time there was the SEC had the SEC network and Notre Dame had Notre Dame.
Yep.
Channel 10. CBS is always going to cover Notre Dame.
No, it's
And-
NBC.
NBC, my bad.
Yeah.
And the Big 12 was trying to negotiate a contract with the big networks, and they were asking for too much damn money. And the networks were balking, and then
No, you know what happened
Oklahoma
was
and Texas
no,
went to the SEC,
no.
and
before,
then they get their percentage of that money.
No, because what Texas had was they let Texas have the Longhorn Network on the ESPN, and they thought that was going to solve the whole problem. Actually, no.
That's one step back from before they went to the SEC. There was only
Oh yeah, yeah.
teams. There was only a few teams like the Longhorn Network, but the SEC had a television network. Notre Dame and Texas had their own networks, but it wasn't prevalent that a network only showed that conference's games.
The SEC it's got. I mean,
But honestly,
I get
who
so tired of hearing about them all the time. It's just like the Dallas Cowboys. It's like they talk them all the time. They're not relevant. They don't win. They suck. But the SEC is always looked at as the powerhouse. But the SEC has not been in a national championship game in the last 3 years.
After this year,
I mean, so it's like,
However,
when are we going to sit here? Whoa.
however,
Okay.
they did.
But I mean-
they did dominate.
Well, they
Alabama
between
dominated.
Georgia and
Yeah.
Alabama.
yeah,
Georgia
they're two
did too.
schools.
Yeah.
I mean, the SEC is made up of a lot of schools.
Two
Georgia-
national championships,
Georgia
not
back to back.
dominating.
Yeah.
But they did.
They did.
They did. But
Oh,
that's
Yeah,
you know,
it might-
Alabama.
fuck the way Indiana's going, it may be back to back.
You know, if we go back farther, Florida was. They won some titles.
Well, that's ACC. They have no
No,
power now.
No,
Florida-
that's SEC.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm sorry. I was in Miami. How did Florida get in the SEC?
They've been
When
in the
Miami
SEC.
and
been
Florida
in there
State
for
are
a
all
long time.
ACC. That's weird.
Well, Miami
They
jumped
wanted-
around from the Big East and all that.
Yeah.
They
Right,
wanted
to
to
ACC,
differentiate
to-
themselves from Miami, and
Yeah.
so they went to the
You know
SEC.
what's crazy is that and the thing we don't talk about, it's all about college football, but you talk about how these schools now are, look at the Big Ten, that schools entire across the country. Okay, it's football. We play one time a week when we have the money to travel. What about all these schools that are like the female sports, the baseball, the basketball, the everything else? I got to travel to Purdue to compete something now?
in volleyball.
And there's no money, but we're going to play one volleyball match.
Yeah.
Fucking 6,000 miles away.
What's even
And
worse?
come back.
What's
Because
even-
I'm a student athlete. I got class tomorrow. I'm not like a football player.
What's even worse is that since the Pac-12 got and Stanford and everybody they're in the ACC, which is even farther east.
And Stanford actually cares about their grades. They actually make you be
Yeah,
able
they
to
kinda
spell.
do.
Well,
when
they're
you get
actually
done.
student athletes.
Yeah, they are student
know,
athletes. And
not
those people being asked, dude, you're traveling long ways because we're all making you go here because of college football. Sorry, you have a test tomorrow.
Well, college
And
football
Stanford,
has
you're gonna take a
driven
test.
everything, and no
Oh.
matter what.
in college sports for sure.
Yeah,
it's,
I mean,
it's
there's
almost,
no-
do you see a point where it may go, here's college football,
Yeah, and
and then
it's
there's
separate.
college sports?
Yeah, that's it. They're two
Do you see
separate
that?
things. Yeah, absolutely.
because I watched the 30 for 30. That was Requiem for the Big East when the Big East started, and they were just a basketball.
Georgetown.
Conference.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then they brought football in, and that's when it just went to shit.
Yep.
Does the Big East still exist?
Yeah,
Who's in it?
I think they're all Catholic schools.
Okay.
So
Yeah, Boston.
Yeah.
What
Couldn't
is
tell
it?
you.
Big East is
I just think
Boston
Big East
College,
is Georgetown with
freaking
Patrick Ewing.
Georgetown.
Georgetown's the only one
Georgetown.
that I can think in the Big East.
Yeah.
Where's St. John's and those guys?
St. John's, Rutgers.
Chris Mullen,
No,
the
Rutgers
basketball.
is in Big
It's
Ten.
all basketball.
St. John's, I
Yeah.
think, is. I don't
It's
know where-
weird because everybody's split and freaking gone to different directions.
I mean,
It's
in
like
basketball, you say Jim Boeheim was the coach. You had
Yeah.
Chris Mullen. You had, I remember
Yeah.
the Sports Illustrated cover, and it had a fold out. It's kind of like a Playboy in the day when you had the fold out.
Oh,
Right.
But it was like it had Patrick Ewing laying on the side with the basketball, and the other side had Ralph Sampson, and said, "I'm waiting for you, Patrick."
right.
And it was like that was the big game. You Virginia and Georgetown were going to play,
Georgetown, Yeah.
and college basketball in those days were big.
I think I would rather see the Playboy centerfold
Well,
than
yeah,
those
yeah.
two.
Well,
Couple
yeah,
7 foot
but that's
black guys. I mean,
besides.
at least
yeah.
they had their clothes
Honestly.
on. That's a good thing.
But Virginia never won a title.
No.
I ran into Patrick Ewing, or excuse me, Ralph Sampson. I was at the Nike employee store.
Mhm.
Uncle Phil, go.
There we go.
You don't realize
Did you see that Oregon
that
game?
Duck game was amazing, especially
Yeah.
that we dominated that last touchdown. However,
Yeah.
I was at the Nike employee store, and I'm just looking around, and you run into NBA players frequently there. But I turned around, and there's Ralph Sampson. Like, you're fucking big. I was like, Jesus Christ! I mean, it could have been a pylon holding the roof up. You get around NBA players, you don't realize how big they are. He's 7'4". He wasn't bulky.
No,
he's just a big fella.
He's thin, boy.
That's tall.
Yeah.
You know, and I've seen a number of them there at the times when we went up to the football clinics, but it's like that's really, really tall. You don't see that a lot. You must mean extra like leg space on the airplane.
Sure.
Yeah, you tear the
lay
seat
in the
out in
hallway.
front of him. Yeah.
I could see him in economy, with his freaking
Right.
knees up to
His legs draped over the
chin and
seat in
shit.
front of him. Sorry, ma'am.
Right. Hey.
You wanted to get blacked. This is your time. Well, I don't know how they fly. I get with the NBA teams, they have a
Now
private
they fly
development,
private.
but
Private. Yeah.
But when you're just done being a player, that's got to suck.
Well, it's first class.
Well, they got that going for them.
I had to take a little break. I'm going to go hit the. Can you come in?
You got
Cole's coming in, maybe.
you got a prostate exam?
I did.
Only for the 4th time today.
Where's that Asian lady at?
Right.
Oh, love you long time.
Okay, old dude. It's yours to take over. You need to drive this discussion.
Okay. All right. Jesus, give me the wheel.
Yeah.
I think we should go back to Wolverine.
No, we
Football.
don't need to do
Come
that.
on, man. Come on.
I like the hire. I have to say, I think the hire is a good hire.
I think you guys-
I think getting out of that freaking train of ass clowns that went to Michigan.
When they first, fired your guy, and
Yeah.
we don't need to go into the depths of why that
No.
happened, but honestly, there was no coach on the market that I felt was going to be anywhere near what you ended up with. I didn't think that the Utah coach was going to leave Utah, and then and so I
didn't think he was on the market.
He wasn't.
No, I don't think he
wasn't.
was.
No.
I don't think it was
And-
even it was even discussed.
I thought you had slim pickings to pick from, but I think you got a stellar coach. I think that he's an upstanding, he's in his 60s, so he's not going to be there long. But you couldn't have done better, really. What he did in Utah was amazing.
Yeah.
With
what he was able to
Mid-level
accomplish.
talent. Yeah.
With mid-level, 3-star, 4 stars, not a lot of 5 stars going to Utah, and prior to NIL,
Right.
and a lot of, you can say a lot about Utah, and you can say a lot about the Mormon culture, but a lot of the people that went there went to school for 4 years. They went to get an education.
Right.
It was really student athletes, and then he turned the program into a powerhouse. And so I think that Winningham was an incredible hire for you.
Yeah. I think so too. I think that I was hoping for Bohr. I was, but I think that he's just as good. I think he's going to bring even better culture, as Jeffy says, culture with the quotes. I think he's going to bring. I think he's going to straighten the program out, is what, and he doesn't have to be there for 20 years. It's not going to happen more than likely. But if he's there for 5 and he straightens the culture out, that's a plus.
Jeffy can do the air quotes with culture, but me personally, I think that it's amazing. It's more considered in professional sports, the culture, the John Harbaughs, the Mike Tomlins, the
Campbell.
Well, yes, for them. And then if you go back, the George Seiferts, the Chuck Knowles,
Yep.
Let's go back. You've got the Parcell years. They came in and they established a standard, whether you call it a standard, whether you call it a culture. That's what those NFL coaches did. And for years and years and years, their players would just die for that culture.
Right.
And if you can get that in college football, I think Dan Lanning has some culture that he's bred into the Oregon system. I think that
we only lose to the national champion. just so you know.
Yeah.
That's.
Did you see that
Exactly.
Ducks game?
I did not. Sorry. I was going to the bathroom at that time.
I mean, you got Ohio State and Indiana the next year.
Yeah.
I mean, both number one teams.
So next year, I think it's our turn. You talk about culture, expectations.
I agree.
That's right, yeah.
It's setting the high standard.
Here's what we expect.
I mean, talk about Tomlin, Cole, and the Pittsburgh Steelers culture.
I mean, you have him resign after a playoff year. Yes, we lose to, a unfortunate Texans team that had how many fumbles with CJ Stroud.
Right.
It's unfortunate that we didn't capitalize on those, opportunities. But to say that Dante Moore doesn't have some questionables to his, accolades and his, skill to what he can offer to Oregon next year after what he offered to Indiana in the 2 games that we played against them. It's hard to say what he can offer. Yes, is he a great talent? Absolutely. But, when he heads against a great run defense that Indiana had and is forced to pass, when those pressures come along with it, it makes him a little flustered. And that's why we saw the, 20-point gap against Indiana.
Indiana's just good.
They're phenomenal.
They are good. Phenomenal. And they are the anomaly of a college football season that I have not seen in a long time.
Not since
talk about Snellenberger.
But that's a long time ago.
Yeah, but I mean, you got 2019, LSU that just absolutely dominated.
But Carson Palmer was a beast.
But you have to
look at his receivers he had.
Right, but you have to look at Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow.
Oh, no, it's not Carson. Fuck. Where did Carson Palmer come from?
That's way back.
Joe
USC,
Burrow. Like, Jesus Christ.
Joe Burrow, and you got Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson.
How about those Tigers?
You had
the USC coach who went over there. And so, yeah,
and you have 2 of the number 1
but still,
wide
LSU,
receivers.
It is a pedigree school.
I mean, that's why Lane Kiffin went to LSU. That's exactly why, because you look at how good LSU was 6 years ago now. You see how good they can be, and with the wide receiver talent they have, they can definitely exponentially exceed their expectations, especially with Joe Burrow. He had 400 yards and 4 TDs in their semifinal game last year. That he can throw the ball like no other.
Got a college kid smoking a stogie celebrating.
There's a lot of similarities. There's a ton of similarities between the LSU 2019 team and Indiana this year. There's going to be 5, 6, maybe 7 first-round draft picks.
100% agree.
Or
but
first couple-round draft picks in the NFL from the Indiana Hoosiers.
As much as I would love to defend 2019, LSU and their offensive prowess, Indiana is just, they have 0 5 stars. 0. Justin Jefferson, 5 stars.
I don't care what they're rated out of high school. Right now, they have 2 defensive linemen that are going to be picked in the first round of the draft. Yeah. And that matters. I mean, I don't care where they came from. I don't care what their pedigree was as high schoolers. But right now, they're 5 stars.
But after LSU won it, and then they got rid of brought in Brian Davies because they couldn't sustain success, and then they lost. Well, okay, this one looking for with Indiana. Are they going to do the same path? We had an amazing group. We had a moment in time that just worked. But then can we duplicate it? Can we be Nick Saban? Can we be some of the other schools that have done it over and over? And so that's going to be where I really will judge douchebag coach.
You can't let him go, can you?
It's hard for me to let go. But that's the question. Because if you look at when Brian Davies, they brought him from Notre Dame. Oh, I got the Notre Dame coach. And his comment was, I can't wait to coach real athletes. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, I know.
You don't get those at Notre Dame? Really? Yes, they have to be able to add at Notre Dame. That's hard. You don't have to do that at LSU. So it's okay. But
so
there's the question. Can they do that?
Is Indiana an anomaly, or are they going to continue? The question mark is there. And we'll see. They went from nowhere, now they're somewhere. Now, can they go from somewhere to dynasty? Can
Zero
they?
to hero to back to zero.
Now,
We'll see.
they have the NIL money, so,
Yeah,
Is that
it's a different
coaching
landscape.
then? Does that make it coaching then? Or does that make it players? Because they have 0 5-stars, a couple 4-stars, but does that make it coaching? Does that make it so that he's on the chopping block to where he's going to go somewhere else for more money or for more talent or for, NFL with Mike Tomlin resigning?
Alabama comes to him because he was at Alabama with Nick Saban before. What if Alabama comes to him and says, we want to get rid of Nick?
He's the assistant coach, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's the head coach at Indiana. So does that mean,
No, but what if they said, we want you to have the coach because they haven't won a national championship?
Absolutely. But with the recruiting class of Alabama and them getting smoked by Indiana, does that make it more for him incentivizing for him to stay at Indiana?
They got Mark Cuban, as you say. There's money.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But does he want
also
to say, I want the pin?
right.
But here's where I think you might lean towards Cignetti being a good coach, even though he's a douchebag.
He's great, though. He's great.
Google me.
He
I'll
is.
tell you.
Here's can you get your players to play mistake-free football over and over and over again?
He did
And he
against
has.
Oregon twice.
He
Against
has.
Oregon
He did.
twice.
That's why I'm saying that he may
Got a
be able
duck
to.
T-shirt.
That's why.
I love the Ducks. Does that mean that I'm not going to admit defeat? Absolutely
I'm
not.
starting to admit it. I get it.
That's why I'm
I mean,
saying
we did it
it's harder
against
for me, I guess.
Auburn in 2015. We're going to do it against Indiana when they win the national championship against Miami. Go
But
ahead.
the
LB.
question was, is it players or is it coaches? And I'm saying that with Indiana, and I think it's a combination of both. He is a good coach because he gets his players to do mistake-free football. Now, let me continue and say that what made Nick Saban so good back in the day, yes, he had the best players, but they played mistake-free football. They won in all three phases. And when you win the turnover margin, when you win the third down conversion margin, when you play mistake-free football, the other team has to play perfect to beat you. And you're talking about 20-year-old kids. Can they play perfect? The two games against Indiana, Oregon Ducks did not play perfect. And that's why they lost. I don't think Miami can play perfect this weekend coming up. And I think that just lends itself that even though he's a douchebag, I think he's considered a good coach because of what the excellence that he gets out of his players.
I got to throw something in there on that one. I have to. I think that if you look at Miami, they're going to, and my cousin's he's gone to every game. He's a freaking fanatic. He's just nuts about it. And I'm not going to say anything bad about Miami, but are they playing on emotion? And Indiana's just playing on talent.
And I think it's play at home. Miami's going to play at home, which is nice.
I get that.
Yeah,
100%.
I get
100%.
that. Totally get that. But at the same time, you've got Indiana playing on coaching and discipline. I think that's going to really be a challenge to beat.
You have to also,
because you got it. Miami has to come into the game with lots of emotion and freaking come out in the first half and
works
win
in the first
game.
quarter. Yeah,
100%.
They have to. There's no way if Indiana gets any kind of game going in the first half and just keep them out of the emotional part of the game, it's done. It's just done. They're just too disciplined. They're too well coached. I just don't think that they can beat them. Now, if Miami gets the emotional turn, yeah, it's anybody's game.
But I still think Indiana's too disciplined. They're going to.
I don't think they will. I don't think they will. I mean,
I don't think they will either.
They held Ohio State, the national championship defenders, to 10 points. They held them to 10 points.
And Ohio State dominated everybody all year long.
Everybody. And Indiana dominated everybody until Ohio State, and they still held them to 10 points.
Yeah.
They won by 3 points. Absolutely. It's a juggernaut of a program over Ohio State. We can't not admit that.
Well, the Penn State game where they
No,
came back,
trust
they
me, as
won
a
by 3.
Michigan fan, I'd love to agree.
It was,
I'd love to
it was 27 to
disagree with
24.
you. But
saved the
27
game.
27-24. It was an absolutely great fight. It was a phenomenal game.
Yep.
But even Oregon only won by, what was it, 3 to Penn State because we stopped their run. And Indiana had the roadmap to stop them as well.
Yeah.
Their number one talent was their running back, and as soon as they stopped them, and as soon as Oregon stopped them, it was until their fourth quarter that they started scoring against us at Oregon. So for them to absolutely dominate them, in the first entire half at Ohio State, it was phenomenal to look at because they still did the same thing against Oregon, and they beat us by freaking 34. I mean, come on. Like they only won by 3, yes, in the regular season, but when it mattered in the semifinal, they beat us by 30. Like, come on, like it's an to say that that's just talent is to say that the coaching doesn't matter. I mean, come on.
I think the drama is just talked about by the sports writers. I mean, I think it's going to be a blowout.
The NIL deals alone
so
make it astronomical. I mean. You have Indiana with barely nothing. Mark Cuban is the only donor, it looks like. I mean, Phil Knight is a multi-billionaire, and he's funding Oregon. And he loves Oregon. You have how many, blue chip players at Indiana? You have how many at Oregon?
Look at the facilities at Oregon.
Exactly.
Do you want to go live in Indiana, or do you want to live in Eugene? Now,
right.
It's some of these colleges are in schools or in places like, well, this is kind of not pretty.
Yeah, Bloomington.
I stopped using the term shithole, but I'll just say some of the places you don't want to live in.
Yeah.
So there is that too. I mean, these kids have got options now that they never had before.
I mean, you think Ohio State would be the number one recruiting class with the national championship on their back and all their talent they had to go into the next year because not many of them went into the draft. You would think that they would be the number one powerhouse, and just Indiana stopped everything they tried.
That is wide receiver.
Yeah.
Jaden Smith is the best wide receiver I've ever seen. He's going to go number one
left
for sure.
Ohio State, go to the Raiders.
Okay, boys.
Dude, you didn't have as good of wide receivers in the Raiders as you did at Ohio State.
All right,
I'm
boys.
sorry. Just
all
that.
right.
Yeah.
All right. Let me reel all you guys in.
Yes, sir.
The conversations are amazing.
Yes, sir.
And all of your guys' input is great. But I think it's time that we go around the room and just say, what do you think is going to be the outcome and who's going to win this coming Monday? Cole?
Are the Ducks in it?
I wish. We haven't seen him at national championship since Auburn, and we got our clock cleaned by Cam Newton. So, and with a very low supporting class. So I see Indiana cleaning Miami by at least 21. I think their coaching is unmatched. They beat Oregon, who would have absolutely cleaned Mario Cristobal by at least 20. So I think Indiana comes on top by a surmountable amount.
Miami at home losing by 21.
Absolutely.
From
Remember,
Cole.
it's not a Miami home
From
game.
Kim.
These are
Cole.
people buying tickets from all over the place. So it's not a true
absolutely.
Miami home game.
Absolutely great point.
It is true.
It's not like a Miami home
No.
game because it's the national championship and because people come from all over the United States and world.
There's a feral trader
right,
who's coaching the Miami.
But they are
Hurricanes,
sleeping
so
in
that's
their
okay.
home beds. They are sleeping in their home beds. They are,
There is that.
they got
the
that.
team is very comfortable there.
So,
I'll give you that.
Mike, what's your pick?
Fuck. What words can't we use here? Burn in hell, Mario Cristobal for leaving the Ducks. However, yeah, I'm with him. I mean, I truly believe in Indiana, which is weird.
You did great.
Because I cannot believe that they're that good, but I think they are. And I think Miami. I think you brought the thing that they're playing on emotional as opposed to talent, and which weird. The team without the 4 and 5 star team or players is the talent just doesn't make mistakes. That quarterback drops dimes. He's done it over and over. The Penn State game was that was the pinnacle. It's like holy shit. So yeah, I would not be surprised to see a 3 touchdown victory. Of Indiana over Miami. And if that means that Mario Cristobal does not get a national championship before Dan Lanning, I'm okay with that.
I have to say I'm gonna agree with everybody, except I think it's gonna be a little bit closer. I think that I really think that Miami's being close to home, they're gonna ride emotion in the first half. It's gonna be fairly close, but I think the better coaching is gonna take it at the end, and I think Indiana's gonna win it. I think it's just going to be a little bit closer than everybody thinks, but I may be wrong. It's always a possibility because I've been wrong multiple times in the last 10 seconds.
Being at home,
So
could be a good clue.
yeah, I think it's they're going to be able to ride emotion for a little bit, but in the end, I think Indiana is just well coached. I think Mendoza is. The way he plays quarterback just amazes me because he played that Oregon game like a freaking composer. He just he was on top of it. Everything he threw, it wasn't off target. It was on top of it. It was, they converted third downs really well. When you got a quarterback that's so on right now, you can't ride that. You can't not ride that wave. Put it that way.
Amen.
Well, dude, you took over the show. You did a fine job.
Just in my defense, Ricker said I had to
What did I say you have to do?
take over.
Well, I did, but that wasn't.
I Virgin sitting over here. I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, I subbed in. I'm the backup QB.
That's it.
Jeffrey is
That's
Let's
right.
go.
He's the first string.
Way to go, Mac Jones.
he's a seventh year senior.
Yeah.
So that's
Way
why.
to go, Mac Jones.
All right, here
What
we
you
go.
got?
Here we go.
Here
You're
we
talking-
go.
I'm sorry. I believe in the term destiny. I think it's
The Ducks are going to win.
I think it's. I
Did
think
you
it's
see
not,
that Ducks game?
It's not overrated in sports. I think that you can go back to a lot of different sports, whether you talk about the Red Sox back in the day, you talk about some different teams. I just think that to go from worst to first is just so amazing. I think what Indiana's doing is so amazing, to beat the Ducks twice and to do it handily. I mean, I think that the Oregon Ducks are the second best team in the nation right now. And now, Miami is where they're at because they earned it. They weren't given it. They earned it. I think they will come out with a lot of emotion in the beginning. I think that when Indiana gets up 2 scores, their defensive line is going to take over the game. If Miami has a chance, Indiana has to make some mistakes. They don't normally turn the ball over. They win the turnover margin every week. They're number 1 in the nation, I think, in turnover margin or right up there. And so without any mistakes, I see a 3-score Indiana. 3-score Indiana win. I think that when Indiana gets up by 2 scores, that Miami will start self-destructing because of
Carson Beck.
the great Carson Beck, dink and dunk Carson Beck, unless he's throwing to that Omar guy, that one wide receiver. This is just amazing.
Yeah,
freshman wide receiver. Sorry,
Yeah,
I don't know his name. I think Miami has a slim chance. The point spread's 8.5. It started at 5.5. Vegas knows.
Yeah,
Vegas
it's never
knows.
going to give a 21-point spread. So
No, they're not. No, they're not. So I see my Indiana getting up by 2 scores. I think by the end of the game they'll push it to 3 scores because Miami will self-destruct.
Interesting. Yeah.
That's my take.
I think it's a good take. I think that's.
I personally
that's good.
think that Miami has a pretty good chance of winning this game.
Really?
And the only reason why is that their offensive line is huge. I mean, they're big. They had their whole thing. Number 1 run defense, as he said, as Cole said. And these guys are big. Okay. I mean, have you seen, I think their right tackle is like 678 pounds or something like that. But I'm going to pick Indiana, but not as dominating fashion as you guys think. Because number one, I'm not going to go with the home field advantage of Miami. I if you want to go back in time, Nebraska came in there to play Miami, and they got waxed by them a bunch of times, but they also won a national championship in the Orange Bowl.
Right.
So I think I'm going to go Indiana 27-24.
Ooh,
Little
fuck. I'd love to see that game.
So
It'd be way more fun than the game we're talking about.
So if you were betting man, you take the 8.5 points in Miami.
I would take the 8.5 points.
I'm going to take Indiana. And give up the points.
I'm with Jeffy.
Are we doing side bets?
I'm not
Montucky.
So
really? Oh my God! Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Rick, are you with Jeff? You think it's going to be within 8.5 points?
Yeah, I actually do.
Okay.
I think it's going to be a little bit closer than you guys are thinking.
Mike and I think it's a blowout.
No. Cole's on the same train as you guys,
man.
That's 3 you on
Where
the
you
same.
at, Cole?
I think it's going to be as much as Oregon's blowout as it is Miami's. I think it's going to be close to 30, if not 21.
So in the room, we've got 5 people. 3 say Indiana blowing out.
Dominate.
2 people say it's going to be within the 8.5, Jeffrey.
I think it will be. I mean, Miami is, okay, let me regress here. If they don't self-destruct like they did,
that's the thing.
Okay.
Oh,
You mentioned that, didn't you?
And they self-destructed in the Ole Miss game.
it's called a take,
Yeah.
Jeff. You going to stand by it or not?
Of course, I'm standing by
If
it.
they self-destruct, it's not.
And they
within
still
8.5.
won. And they still won.
What do you think Cristobal's team's going to do? Are they going to step up and play, or are they going to self?
I think they're going to make it close.
Don't play both sides, Jeffrey.
I'm not.
Yeah, you just did.
I'm just saying, if Miami self-destructs, then it's going to be about 3. If they don't self-destruct, it's going to be about 3.
The sad part is, I
How's
actually
that?
think Mara Cristobal is a stand-up guy.
I don't.
Other than leaving the Ducks, I like the guy. I hate to say that, but he seems like a good fellow. I mean, he could be that Secret Service guy. He's the one protecting the president.
I like him too. I like him too.
Just because he left us. Here's a topic though, which I'd love to hear your guys' equation on this. Does Coach Douchebag stay in Indiana?
Now, see, I'm
Now, wait a second. Who are you talking about?
I've been waiting to get on here because I keep hearing you guys say this. He's not a douchebag.
Okay, he's not for you, but I can't remember his name, so I'll just go with that one.
Mike's been going on this rant with a freaking
Does he
Cincinnati.
stay in Indiana? Or does he do the Lane Kiffin thing and say, I want to get to that premier program? Does he stay in Indiana and say, I'm going to make you the next Alabama?
I think he does, because the reason why is
NIL.
Everybody
he's
else.
got the money in
I
Indiana.
wonder. Yeah.
Everybody's forgetting that this build program has been going on for about 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
And it's not like they've sucked. They're starting to build a program, and they're going on and on and on. And now they got this to the national championship.
So you went to program, not program.
I did go
program.
Right into program.
Yeah, he went to
So
program.
now you're getting serious. Okay.
I'm going back home.
Yep.
I'm going back home.
Program.
It's a program. Then they
program.
have, man. They nobody remembers what they've done over the last couple of years until this year.
Not since Bobby Knight.
Wrong ball. Wrong ball.
Thank you. Thank you. Because they have, man. He has built this thing, and they have. This is not a fluke.
So
right
is
now.
this his destination, or does he say, I'm doing the Lane Kiffin thing?
I don't think
someone big.
He's not a Lane Kiffin type guy.
No, he's not.
I don't think he is.
Mike Douchebag is going to stay in Indiana because he likes to be in the BMOC.
He is big man on campus.
And he's going to stay that. If he goes somewhere, I'm just saying I'm just saying goes to Ohio State, goes to, somewhere else.
Yeah.
Oh, there's no way. There's no way.
He is going to be able to, people walk up and just sniff his butt here because he's CC.
His ego will stay at Indiana, and he'll build a powerhouse.
He's CCC.
Because he's got Mark Cuban's money.
Oh God! Stop with the Mark Cuban shit.
You gotta have a backer. to be relevant in college football.
He wants people to throw rose petals out in front of him when he walks.
There's only 10 to 15 teams with $30 million a year. There is. The rest of them, I'm sorry, Wisconsin's not going to compete.
James Madison has $30 million, and we beat them.
Wait a second. Will Minnesota start competing with Mike Lindell's money? Just wondering.
Does he have any left?
Not after he runs for freaking governor, but
No,
I mean, it could be.
But you know,
I'm just saying.
that aside,
Minnesota's going to open daycare
Money
centers.
talks.
yeah, I know money
Thanks,
talks. But I don't. Okay, you guys are like, well, Dan Lanning's not going anywhere. He's going to not go pro. He's not going to do anything like that because he's here. Well, why wouldn't Signetti do the same thing? Give him a fucking break, dude.
He wants to be the big cheese.
Well in the pros.
He wants to be the big cheese.
Yeah. Well,
Indiana's it.
He
can do it.
He will be the next Bobby Knight of that school, is my thought.
That's what I'm thinking, too.
I think that's what he wants
20
to be.
years from now.
Yeah.
I think so, too.
I don't think he'll leave.
I don't
because
think
if you leave
why
now,
would he leave?
Jeff, it's
expectations.
Jeff,
Expectations
we're all
become
talking about speculation.
I know we
mean,
are.
But I
Come
mean,
on.
if he leaves, the
we could be
expectations
right,
will be
or
huge.
we could be
Where he's at
very
right
wrong.
now, he's a god. If he leaves, expectations are beyond what you can reach.
Yeah, he likes to be the little G god.
Yep.
Why are you guys
What else
so
do you have in that state?
negative on Signetti? I don't freaking get it.
Oh,
Google him. You'll find out.
Because
when a man steps up to the podium and says, "Google me,"
I win.
you're a
That's it.
douchebag.
All I do is win. Google me. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
I
Really?
get it, but
That's fantastic.
it is fantastic.
That's like Rick, you saying,
Thank
"Look at
you.
the bulge in my pants."
That's
Google
not
it.
ever going to happen, but okay. I don't
So you didn't
get
send
it.
Chris to any of the dick pics?
Nice, Mike. Nice work. No, I didn't, but nice try. Yeah, I just think that he's going to be there for the long term, and I don't think he's a douchebag. I
He's not.
don't.
He's not.
I mean, I
Rick,
just
that's just
do
you
not.
being you. You just
no.
you don't
it's so
think
nice to
anybody's a
everybody.
douchebag. It's okay.
Their team got
It's okay.
humiliated.
Right now, at this point, I'm
Their
kind of
team got
worried about
humiliated
you.
by him, so he's a douchebag.
We're pulling for your team. I love your coach.
I'm
in a
glad
very,
you do.
very, very spiritual moment right now.
Well,
That's a fucking lie, too. Look at this. I'm surrounded by fucking liars. That's awesome. Cheers.
Did you see that
Cheers.
game, by the way?
What, the Oregon game? Is that what you're talking about?
So real quick before we wrap this
Yeah,
thing up, let's
know.
do
Yeah.
it real quick. Since we're picking stuff.
Yep.
And obviously the game's going on right now with Bills and Broncos and stuff like that. But
Yeah. Anybody
what are you
Look,
thinking?
see-
What are you thinking on the
look, see how it's going.
NFL? Quick NFL. No, you can't look it up and
I'll go-
say, "Hey,
I'll go
If
first.
it's not my Niners, I'm going Josh Allen. Man, win that Super Bowl. I'd love that.
I'll go second now. I said, I think if the Bills win today, and I haven't seen these scores, so I don't know any. I don't know anything. If the Bills win today, I think it's Josh Allen's year. There's no other quarterbacks out there. The Lamar Jacksons.
Lamar Jackson's not a quarterback. He's an athlete.
Who's that? I can't remember that weird douchebag quarterback for Kansas City.
Yeah, he's in a rehab bed right now.
What's his name?
everybody's a fucking
I
douchebag."
I don't know.
Taylor Swift is nursing him right
I think I remember his wife's name, but I don't remember him.
So,
Anyway,
so we have Bills Broncos. Who do you got?
I think the Bills will, if they win today, they win it all.
I think the Bills have experience.
And then tonight we
I
have
think the winner. The Niners Seahawks is the NFC representative, but I think.
well, that's a stretch.
Yeah. Well, because we're assuming
are
my
the
team's gonna lose.
Rams? Do the Rams have a chance?
They peaked
yeah, I
early.
guess so.
Yeah,
they peaked
do.
early.
Darnold is questionable against
Well,
the
the
49ers. He is questionable.
It's an oblique.
Yeah.
Questionable.
They'll put a little
regardless.
cortisone in, right, Mike? They'll
You-
put a
you
little
can
cortisone in. He'll be fine.
You can
in the game. It's the defense.
100% can't
Absolutely.
score without Darnold. I'm sorry. You can't score without him. He's the only quarterback besides Brady who has gone 14 wins in consecutive seasons.
That's
He's
true.
the only quarterback to do that, and he is questionable.
In 17 game seasons, though.
Absolutely,
Doesn't
but
matter.
he's still questionable.
You're
I'm
all
sorry.
welcome to your opinion. You were asking for my take.
You-
I was just giving you my take.
This is the same with
Sam Darnold's a unicorn.
He's a unicorn.
It's the same
sure
thing.
he is.
It's the same thing with the Super Bowl a couple years ago, where somebody got injured, Purdy, and somebody came in and shit the bed. Somebody's
Oh my gosh, he said shit the bed.
Somebody's gonna come in for
But he
Sam
did.
Darnold. Somebody's gonna come in for Sam Darnold when he, shits the bed, when he hurts his oblique, L dude, and he's gonna have to be
Put the
replaced.
L dude on you, man.
And the San Francisco 49er defense is gonna swallow him up.
Respect.
Yes.
Respect for your take. But Andrew Luck, who's going to come in for Darnold, they're not going to let him. They're not going to let him.
Look.
They'll put 2 or 3 cortisone shots into
Dude.
Darnold,
L dude,
and they'll push him back
L
up.
dude.
Andrew Luck is the backup quarterback for Darnold.
No.
name the second
Mac
string for
Jones
Sam
is.
Darnold.
No, Andrew Luck.
No,
Oh.
Mac Jones
Name
is
the
San
second
Francisco.
string for Sam
Oh,
Darnold.
for Sam Darnold. Okay. yeah.
Andrew Luck.
Thank you.
Dude, I'm sorry.
Drew Lock.
He sucks
Yeah.
so bad, they're not going to let Darnold come off the field.
Drew Lock.
They're going to.
Drew
Drew
Lock.
Lock. I hope I hear about
Drew
new
Lock.
stats tonight. Drew
Drew
Lock.
Lock, sorry.
Our entire practice squad will be playing tonight,
Okay.
so I think we'll be fine.
So
As
everybody,
has been the
everybody-
entire
the entire
season.
practice squad.
everybody has Bills over Broncos, right?
I hope that's emotional.
That's
but I
my
hope so.
deal. But
and then
yeah.
San Francisco against Darnold.
I don't want to.
Everybody's got San Francisco?
Yes.
yeah,
No.
I'm going with that.
And then tomorrow we got Rams,
Seahawks are gonna lose at home.
Bears. Rams, Bears.
Seahawks are not
I
gonna
think
lose
the Bears are going to win. I think the Bears take it in Chicago.
I'm
gonna be
taking-
negative
I'm taking-
9.
I'm taking the Rams on that one.
Negative 9 degrees.
The Rams peaked early, man.
I hate to
Taking the
tell
Rams.
you, but freaking, you look at Stafford, Stat Padford's freaking numbers out of doors in cold weather.
I think that the Rams are going to blow them out.
I
Big
just
take.
don't see that.
I see it.
Yeah, the Packers thought so too,
So you think the Rams
and they
in the Super
did.
Bowl?
Well, the Packers
until
suck.
well, yeah, okay.
So, and then
you maybe. I don't think they're going to blow them out, but if they leave it to the last possession, yeah, the Rams are going to win.
The Rams have
If
the
they
receivers.
don't-
Yes, you're right.
If
whoa, you
if
can't
it-
do that because if you go
No,
if you go if you
fuck,
go,
I
if
can't.
you go,
I can
if
do
you go-
whatever
if
the
you
fuck
go,
I
if
want.
you go last possession, then you got to go with Caleb Williams, man, because he.
Oh, so now you're changing your fucking
Last
mind.
possession, I'm taking
I'm
Stafford
not.
over Caleb.
No, I'm
It's
not.
last
I'm saying
possession.
if it goes to the last possession, man, Caleb always comes through in the clutch.
Not against the Niners, by the way.
No.
Not
I got to hear
That's-
this till the fourth.
There's 3 quarters until Caleb Williams shows up, which is when he did against the Packers in the playoffs. He didn't show up.
Or any other team that he's
He
played.
didn't show up until the 4th quarter.
There you go.
Now, what happens in those first 3 quarters when Matt Stafford shows up and he dots the living crap out of the Bears? What happens? They're going to have such a lead that Caleb Williams isn't going to know what he has to do in the 4th quarter.
Yeah.
What was the score of the
31
Bears
to
and-
24.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Jared,
what was it in the first half?
Yeah, they freaking
They killed them.
right,
Right.
but they still came back on them.
Right. But what if Caleb Williams doesn't do that? What happens then? What happens if Caleb Williams doesn't come back in the
shits the bed
fourth?
on that one.
In the fourth.
If he shits the bed, and I'm doing air quotes, if he shits the bed, which I love the term, it's one of my favorites of all time. If he shits the bed, well, you're right. You're right. But I don't think he's going to. I think that Stat Padford is going to.
And I'm a Caleb fan.
You think that Loveland and Roma Dunze is going to save him, and DeAndre Swift is going to save him in the clutch in the 4th quarter. You think so? In the cold, where they're going to need to run the ball, you think DeAndre Swift is going to save them?
I'm not saying that.
I'm just saying. You said it was 9 degrees. I'm just saying. That's what Rick
it's
said.
Supposed to be. It's supposed to be 9.
You think Detroit didn't have cold weather when Stafford was there?
No, they didn't, because they played in Ford Field indoors.
That's
No, but when he went on the
only
road.
at home.
only at home. That division is all outdoors.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Except for Minnesota.
No, Minnesota's dome.
That's
Now
right.
it
Except
is.
for it's been dome forever.
Didn't play in a dome.
How many years ago was that? Come
No,
on.
No, I'm just saying. Okay, now we're getting into freaking. I'm just saying that I think
pass.
Okay, everybody.
Yeah.
We're differing opinions. You
Yeah.
got Bears, Ricker. You guys got Bears or Rams? Because we have one more left after that.
You can only come back so many
Yeah.
games in a year. I think the dream is over. I think Caleb's going to be a great pro. I think that Chicago is back in future years. I don't think this year. I think the Rams.
Okay.
But that's an amazing point that Detroit's offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator leave. One goes to the Bears, a team that nobody thought would be anywhere in this. Here they are, number 1 seed in the NFC. This is how coaching could change things.
Right.
He did that. And the defensive coordinator went to
Jets.
the Jets. It's
Didn't
the
change
Jets. Okay.
shit.
Let's just realize it's the Jets. Don't blame him. But I mean, it's
Yeah, you
coaching
can't blame him.
changes
No.
things. Yeah. It's the Jets. But it's what a difference. And you look at not just him, but who's the other the Panthers? Who'd have thought they'd be here? Who'd have thought
Yeah.
the Patriots would be here? Look what
Well,
Vrabel
that's the
did.
next game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Patriots
Look what Vrabel
and
did.
Texans is the last game.
Patriots been irrelevant until
Cole's
Vrabel
got a
came.
stat that he's going to throw out.
What you got, Cole?
The Jets, which the defensive coordinator that Mike just mentioned went to the Jets, had 0 interceptions this entire season.
Yes, first time in history.
In history. So
First time in history.
So is Johnson, the great offensive coordinator that he is at the Bears, is he awesome? Absolutely. But does that mean that the entire coaching staff is great from the Lions? I don't think so.
It's the Jets, though.
Get the rep. They
True.
So you take
It's the
success and
it's the Jets.
yeah, the coaches just recycle themselves.
Yeah.
You know, you get fired here. It's like, oh, we want you over here. Been a lot of that this year. I mean,
So Texans, Patriots
ooh.
in Foxborough.
Okay, I'm just going to
Not
tell you
give
right
a
now.
Foxborough.
You don't like the tuck rule, huh?
No.
The Dolphin fan of me can never root for the Patriots. I hope that the Texans defense just annihilates Derek May or
Drake May.
Drake May.
You used to go by Derek.
I'm with you.
He does on OnlyFans.
I'm totally with you. Well fed. I think that the Texans defense is just freaking. They just freaking covered everything with
Who you got,
the
Mike?
Steelers.
I personally, when Chase was playing football, we picked between Peyton Manning or Tom Brady. We picked Tom Brady. So for a period, I'm a Niners fan, but we really loved the Patriots. And so to see them fall from grace, but to see Mike Vrabel come back and run that thing, who I remember as the linebacker, and just fuck. Drake May is showing some good things. I think Drake May is a better quarterback than the Houston quarterback. What? I blanked on his name. Because one, he's an Ohio State quarterback.
CJ Stroud.
He's an Ohio State grad, so I can't like him, period. He can't seem to catch a snap very often. So I'm going to say I think Patriots will win it. I know their defense at Houston is tough, but I think Patriots will win that thing by a field goal.
I got that thing too. I got the Patriots winning because I can't trust CJ Stroud at all in my life.
Not versus Steelers, at least.
I think
Dude,
he played.
man,
Oh my God.
Here's
many
my
times?
thing. Here's my thing. If he's got any intestinal fortitude, he played so shitty last week that he's not going to let it happen again.
They don't have Nico Collins either.
You don't have Nico Collins. You have Stephon Diggs for Drake May, and with with Christian Gonzalez on the defense, I mean, with Tank Dell being absolutely locked up by him, he's not going to have any other options besides Joe Mixon running the ball every freaking play because Dalton Schultz is too slow to get open. I'm sorry, but they're not going to have any open space. They're not going to have zero open space.
I'm still figuring out.
And obviously,
the
I'm
intestinal fortitude came from.
I'm a Joe Mixon fan.
Nobody is.
University of Oklahoma Sooner guy.
Nobody's a Joe Mixon fan. I
am.
Come on.
I am.
I'm a running back. I love him.
Yeah.
The boy can play.
So we're going to find out this weekend.
One of them is already in progress. I don't know who's winning.
It is in progress.
I think Broncos is a little bit ahead at the moment, not to spoil anything, but I think Broncos is a little bit ahead at the moment. And with their defense, I mean, shoot.
Great defense.
Amazing defense with the
You got a good coach, Sean Payton. Dude.
Sean Payton. You got Benito on the the D line. You got.
By the way, it's another
secondary.
Oklahoma Sooner.
We have an echo.
I can't get anything past you.
Echo.
By the way,
I think the Ducks are favored next year, aren't they?
We got some Sooner echo going on.
hey, I got a whole bunch of fucking Ducks here, man. I got to represent my Sooners somewhere.
Hey, I mean, Sooners in the NFL doesn't reflect what they're doing on the field in college. I'll just say that.
How did Lincoln Riley fall apart at USC? I mean, you're in a major recruiting area. Dude, you are the man. You just had 2 Heisman Trophy winners. You go to USC.
More than that.
What the hell happened?
Go ahead.
Well, he had Baker and he had
Kyler.
With Lincoln Riley?
Yeah. And then all of a sudden he goes to USC. It's like, dude, it's the USC. And he has done shit.
Should have stayed in Oklahoma.
Well, yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Well,
He's probably saying the same thing.
2026 will show you Lincoln Riley is back. USC has the number 1 recruiting class.
Really?
Unfortunately.
You're kidding me.
Nope.
Big fucking deal.
Facts. Facts, Mike.
Did you get that from CNN?
No, he got it from freaking Mark Cuban.
That's okay.
I got it from the Norman newspaper. What's it called in Norman?
Bab Norman?
Norman
Oklahoma.
Norman
Oklahoma
transcript.
something.
Yeah.
That's where I got it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to say
Facts,
that
buddy.
the grass is still greener in Dan Lanning's pasture.
I mean, when you have 4,000 people entering the portal, it's not hard to have your pick and choosing for Oregon, at least.
Some of them like Lincoln Riley.
Nobody likes to
makes
wear
sense.
Adidas. We're good.
Thank you.
We're fine.
Everybody loves to wear Nikes. There's a reason why everybody wears Jordans. There's a reason why everybody wears LeBrons. It's because they're signed with Nike.
Fuck. Do not bring up LeBron, please.
No. I won't. I'm just saying he's signed
That's
with
when
Nike.
you shut the podcast off. You bring
Signed
up
with
LeBron.
Nike.
That's going to be.
We're about to shut it up.
I'm just saying there's a reason why everybody's going to want to sign with Oregon, and that's because Dante Moore's staying, Raiola's backing up, and
Not only
everybody's
did we
gonna wanna be
change
there.
the costumes, or excuse me, the uniforms.
Yeah, that's what it is costumes.
The college football.
Yeah.
I mean, what kid doesn't want to wear a different uniform every time?
Yeah.
And Nick Saban, red ass, is one that came out and said that
17,000
making
freaking
college
uniform
football
combinations,
dangerous.
0 national
Yeah,
championships.
because back when remember when they'd have the signs up, ESPN
Mhm.
market, the signs were up. We were going like crazy, and Saban came out and said, "This is making college football dangerous. Could we go too fast?" Yeah, because all of your fucking people you play are 300 pounds. You can't get back to the huddle all the time before we're running the play. I'll give this.
Yeah, that worked out.
Chip Kelly was
That was a long time ago.
Chip Kelly was an interesting individual. I ran into him once to talk to him at a football conference, but he did change college football. He tried to take it to professionals. That didn't work out too good. But he
went to
changed
UCLA.
football. Yeah.
Went to
Yeah, that
UCLA.
worked
Didn't
out
change that
well.
very
Didn't
well.
work. He had his moment. He
And the
won
Eagles.
the day, and that day didn't last very long.
Won the
but
day.
he
Yeah,
changed
the win
things.
the day thing.
And it just made college football more interesting. I mean, because you sit and watch the SEC teams back in the day, it's like, we won 7-6. Good job. Pac-12 games were like, oh, it's 42-36. And it was up and down, up and down, up and down. SEC was like pounded. The interchange of how we've changed the conferences, we bring Oregon and USC and UCLA and Washington into the Big Ten. It has changed the fact that you have to recruit different. You can't just build big. You have to actually now, I got to be able to score and defend.
Well, yeah.
That's been a good thing.
with-
I've kind of enjoyed watching that.
with Chip Kelly, he was. I mean, we can all agree that he was a very offensive coach.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
he didn't give a shit about defense.
absolutely. But when we went to the 2015 championship with Auburn, we saw Cam Newton and his very fierce offensive prowess. We could not stop a single play, and it was a very close game.
Couldn't
We
even
lost.
tackle Dyer, and all he did was roll over somebody and then went for
We
like
just used
43 yards or whatever. Yeah.
I mean, do I love Chip Kelly? Absolutely, but I mean, with his 42 to 36 games, it can only go so far when you don't have the defense to back it up. Which I wish I didn't have to admit, but Indiana has every way to back it up.
I know what you're talking
everything.
about with having a powerful offense with Oklahoma and shitty ass defense. So I do know.
You had the balls, man. Many.
We had the ball. Well, that's
You
what we
had
had
the
a
boss.
defense. That's what we had
Yeah.
a defense. So
Yep.
yeah, we're gonna close this out.
Peace out, Jeff. Thank you so much. I enjoyed it.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you,
My
Rickard.
virginity
Thanks for
has
reminding
been
Thank
me
you,
on,
Cole.
Jeff. I
Destroyed
appreciate
L
it.
dude.
Till
Appreciate
next
it, man.
time, bro.
Hey, this is fun, man.
Yes, sir.
We could probably do this thing for like fucking
10 hours.
10
at least.
hours, yeah.
At least. We don't have to talk about just about college to keep going.
That's exactly right. We're out.